Welcome back to the B-Town Breakdown. We had a lot going on in the sports world this weekend and a lot to look into. This is Gabe, Fenster, Jayden, Betron, and I'm Kelsey Dennehy. Let's get into it. So let's get right into it.
All right.
We're talking the NBA All-Star Game. Let's hear it.
What were your thoughts, Gabe?
I thought it was fun. I liked the new skills challenge.
Skills challenge was fun.
I was a little confused at first. I was like, interesting to have the rookies and then the Antetokounmpos and the Cavs. I was like, why the Cavs? And then I forgot it was in Cleveland, so that made sense.
No,
I thought it was a little unfair, the chemistry. The Cavs have chemistry, obviously. Antetokounmpos grew up with each other. They probably play, on the weekend or something, whatever.
Yeah.
And then for the rookies, you got Cade Cunningham and Scotty Barnes who played in high school. There's the chemistry. Then Josh Giddey. So,
I mean, it is just the skills challenge. It's just an all-star game, but it was a little cool to see how they implemented different types of. Because normally it was just running down the court with the dribbling and.
I hated the
pass.
old,
The old skills contest. Like, it was cool, but then it would just end very quickly, and it didn't have any substance to it. And this year, like, it felt like when they had to take the shots in different order, like, it felt like it had. This is a format that they can take forward for many years, but. No, I thought it was good. The dunk contest was awful.
Yep. I mean, I feel like the dunk contest hasn't been good in the past few years. Ever since I feel
Aaron
like the
Gordon
last.
and Zach Levine ruined the dunk contest.
I don't think they ruined it.
They ruined
the last
future
good.
dunk
The last good
contests.
dunk contest they had was Derrick Jones Jr. versus Aaron Gordon. Ever since
I mean,
then, it's just gone downhill.
every single thing is going to be compared to that Aaron Gordon Zach Levine year. That was like. I don't want to say that was my first dunk contest, but that's like one of the ones where just I'll never forget it. Like those were the sickest dunks I've ever seen in my life.
For sure,
like,
for sure.
Unreal. Like Aaron Gordon I thought he got robbed that year. Even though Zach Levine definitely deserved to win it, I think both of them deserved to win it.
It's funny, Aaron Gordon never got it.
No.
And Derrick Jones Jr. took it from him once Zach Levine was gone. And
the 3-point contest, I was surprised and unsurprised. My pregame, a week ahead, I was talking to all my friends back at home, and we said, Karl Anthony Towns, he has the most value, plus 1,200 odds.
right.
He's a sniper, but I felt like he could, but when you look at the competition he's going up against, you just don't think about it.
He's a big man. He's
not
7
the
foot
best.
tall. There's pure shooters in there.
I think
Luke
that's
Kennard, pure shooter. So
I think that's the first big man, center actually, legit center to win the 3-point contest. Yeah.
Interesting. Definitely, I feel like it's definitely the tallest person to win a
probably
3-point contest. But underdog Cat, good for him. Should have bet on him.
Yeah. The All-Star Game was good. I like the new format that they've used in the last couple of years where I don't love the target score. The target score.
Really? I think that makes it just so much more competitive.
It's really difficult to bet on. The concept
well,
with an All-Star
from a
game,
viewing point, I find
the viewing game, the viewing point, it's cool because it's a target to get to, but when you're betting on an All-Star game, you're looking at the over, it's almost a lock every time, and then once they add that target score in, it's so difficult to get to there, and this year it fell by 0.5.
I think there should be a target score for each quarter, because the first 3 quarters are just it's fun, but it's kind of boring. There's just Steph Curry shooting threes from the logo.
Dude, he's unreal. He's unreal.
Well,
Steph Curry is the most entertaining basketball player in the world.
Let's be real. Steph Curry enters Cleveland, he's not going to miss. It's just a known fact.
Man.
He's just there. I mean, obviously he's the greatest shooter of all time. And that's undoubtedly. But when he enters Cleveland, it's just
I'll go as far to say he is the greatest shooter of all time. He's the best point guard of all time, ahead of Magic Johnson. And I think he is the most entertaining basketball player potentially of all time to watch. And I'd say right now he is, other than maybe Kyrie Irving. Kyrie is so fun to watch. But
Kyrie is very fun to watch.
Those two players are...
Kyrie, Chris Paul, and Steph Curry are definitely top 3 for me. Fun to watch, yeah.
All right, well, that's all good and cool, but we do have to pass the conversation over to our Are You Even a Fan reporter, Zach Greene, who took it to the streets to see who our real, true Hoosier fans are. So, without further ado, are you even a fan?
Thoughts on the IU basketball team at the moment? You're depressed, I know.
Disappointed.
No.
Okay, man, I got a test right now. I gotta go.
We're making the
Oh, we
tournament.
got 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, you guys gotta go.
But yes, I made
don't
the
miss
tournament.
test. Don't miss the test.
Kind of been disappointing.
Oh yeah, not surprised. We poop the bed. We poop the bed every time. Every time. Eventually.
I mean, okay.
They might.
They've gone 14-28 in February since they last made the NCAA tournament.
Our head coach for basketball, Mike Woodson, threw a chair on Monday.
Really?
He's suspended. What are your thoughts?
We've had a history of this, no?
Yes, he threw a chair as well.
That's pretty funny.
Look at here. Bobby Knight just threw.
The most attractive players in the IU basketball team.
Culver boy.
Culver boy? You can pick a coach. Okay, you got Trey Galloway. Mike Woodson? Really? Mr. Potato Head? Okay. And then who's your last guy? Miller Kopp? Miller. Come on, man. Miller. Trey Galloway. Rob Finney. Trace Jackson Davis. That's you nailed it.
None.
Do we make the tournament? We sneak in. We sneak in as a 12 seed. He said we're making the tournament. 12 seed. We're going dancing. You heard it here first. We don't? Man, that sucks. But, hey, there's always next year.
So I think no. I think they've got too many losses coming out.
Depressing
The last
times.
5 years.
I know. Something's got to change.
If we don't make the tournament, I don't know what I'm going to do. No, I'm not going to transfer. I'll still pick us in the tournament if we make it.
Thanks, Zach. Welcome back. Right now, we're going to narrow in on the Hoosiers and basketball. So, gentlemen, will Indiana make the tournament, yes or no?
So to start, on Monday, Indiana fell to Ohio State. And before that game started, the Hoosiers had a 54% chance of making the tournament. After they lost, the odds fell to 36%, which it's a big drop. And after that loss, Rutgers went from a 34% chance of making the tournament to a 56% chance of making the tournament, all because of the Hoosiers lost to Ohio State. So the Hoosiers have 4 games left, all Big Ten opponents. I think if they want, they need to win 3 of the next 4 to make the tournament. I think they need to beat Minnesota, Northwestern, Rutgers, and I think if they lose to Purdue, that might just be enough to make the tournament. If they win all 4, that's even better. I think if they win all 4, it's almost, I think it's a lock that they make the tournament, beating Purdue twice. But no, it's just been a pretty disappointing season, to be honest. When the Hoosiers go up, play an absolute awful game on Monday against Ohio State, and then when they go up 4 with a minute left, you think, my God, this is it. We're actually about to do something, and then we lose. So, it's just a cycle of gain hope, actually think it's about to happen, and then lose it all again, as Barstool Indiana posts so frequently.
Okay, so you think the Hoosiers are going to make the tournament?
If the Hoosiers can win out or win 3 of the next 4, I think their chances.
But they're not going to win out. You know they're not going to win out.
Purdue's a tough game, obviously.
They already beat Purdue once this season. It's not going to happen again. Purdue's coming in hard.
You never say never. However, when
I'm going to say never.
That's fair.
Purdue's coming in. I mean,
you're not wrong. When Indiana's going to Purdue, it's not going to be an easy game. Mackey Arena.
There's no way. There's no way Indiana's
Tough to
going
play.
to come out with a win.
I think Rutgers,
And even if they do win out, I don't even think they're going to make the tournament. I really don't.
If they win out, they're locked tournament. If they beat Purdue twice, they're locked tournament.
I don't know, because you look at their record and they're what, 7-9 right now in the Big Tens?
Yeah.
That's not good. That is not good.
They still have 3 games.
That means that they've won games against non-conference teams. The best game was St. John's.
What?
The best non-conference game they won was St. John's. And then they lost to Michigan.
Who do we play non-conference? I would say Syracuse would be easily our best win, but
They
that.
lost. So you
St.
lose
John's
to
really
Syracuse. St.
Wow.
John's is the best non-conference win that the Hoosiers have won. So with that being said, there is no chance that the Hoosiers are going to make the tournament.
I mean, I'm not going to say that. If the Hoosiers beat Minnesota, Northwestern, and
They already lost to Northwestern though.
Yeah, but
Northwestern.
Again, we had the Hoosiers had 7 suspended players.
Doesn't matter. They still lost.
They had
Doesn't matter
7
who's playing. They still
No,
lost.
7 scholarship players. And
Like they had 7 out. I will give them the win. It's
All
okay.
of your guards being out makes it a lot harder to win.
That doesn't matter. They still lost. Doesn't matter who's
Without
out.
all their guards, now all the guards are back. They're gonna go. They're gonna win.
But
their
the
next.
loss still stands.
Okay,
that's my point.
They lost. They're gonna win the next one.
But they still lost to Northwestern.
All right, you said it already. I hear you.
And it's not only Northwestern Michigan. Northwestern Michigan.
All right, Michigan's a much better team now than they were at the beginning of the year.
Doesn't matter. I don't even think Michigan's gonna make the tournament.
Well, they don't have a head coach anymore, so they probably won't. But if
I think my point stands that Hoosiers are not gonna make the tournament.
all right, Indiana
Unless somehow that they go to Mackey and win.
Indiana
and we
win-
beat Purdue twice in the same season, Purdue, then maybe they'll make the tournament. But it's not going to happen.
Indiana wins their next 3 games, all against Big Ten opponents, maybe drop to Purdue. They still finish 10-9 in the Big Ten, still with a positive record. And if they beat Rutgers is falling out of the tournament, and Indiana slots right back in.
I think the confidence is at a low of low right now. And I just don't even think they're going to beat Nebraska.
Well, they don't play Nebraska, so that's good. They play
Rutgers,
Minnesota.
sorry, Rutgers. Excuse me. I don't even think they're going to beat Rutgers.
Nebraska's 1-14 in conference play, so that's a big difference.
All right, I wasn't talking about Nebraska. I meant to say Rutgers, but
Okay. That's just about all the time we have for today. So, thank you so much for tuning in. And make sure to follow at iOS TV Sports on Twitter and Instagram for all of the sports updates. For Gabe Fenster, Jayden Betron, and iOS TV Sports, I'm Kelsey Dennehy.
we'll see
you
the
next
Hoosiers in
week.
the tournament. Just saying.
We'll see you next week.